Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I posted anything. I have been going through so much as far as my health and everything and the holidays and there's just been so much going on. So I'm gonna try to keep this video kind of short. But I'm just gonna try to explain to you guys what's been going on. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I have a cold sore right there. So no, it's not food, no, it's not something else. I have a cold sore. It popped up out of the blue the other day. Don't know where and how and why, but it just came out of the blue. I went to bed one night, woke up the next morning, there was a cold sore. So I don't know where I got it from, but it's starting to dry up now, so it's not that bad. I mean, it's okay. And my lips got this weird discoloration going on. I don't know if they're chapped or what, but because I keep licking them. But anyways, so I can't remember what I talked about the last time I posted. So I'm just gonna just kind of go back to what as far as I can remember a little bit. Um, so the holidays have happened. Christmas was fine actually. I gave a Christmas list. I normally don't, but I did, and I did put what most of the things I put on there was actually practical things I needed, like for my office, so I can get my YouTube space, good. I asked for some acoustic boards and stuff, the actual nice ones, not the like little cheapy ones, because apparently the ones I keep buying are ones that look like plastic and they're not going to do much. I also asked for like a new rug. I'm changing up my theme again. I'm thinking about going a little boho. For some reason I got the boho vibes. I'm leaning towards that. So yeah. So I asked for some things like that. I'm thinking about like a new rug, some more curtains, things like that. And then of course, I asked for like some more new T-shirts. Maybe some workout clothes. Some new shoes, things like that. And then I asked for a deer run. Now, mind you, this is not. Anytime talk about a product and I talk hype about the product, I'm not getting paid for it. Just so you know. Obviously, my channel is so small. I don't get monetization. I don't get sponsors. So I'm not getting paid for this. So this is literally a legit review. Okay, so I asked for a deer run. Now, if you don't know what a deer run is, it's actually it's a company who actually specializes in those. Like, it was a whole fad about walking pads. Walking pads are like a treadmill without literally the handlebars and the screen and all that stuff in front of you. It's just literally just the treadmill part at the bottom that you walk on. And it's supposed to be good for those with small spaces. It's supposed to give you give you feel like you have a more of a natural walk without having to feel like your arms are bumping into stuff or worried about anything in front of you. You're just walking in place, basically. But Deer Run specializes in the walking pads that are specifically designed for those that are plus size. Now, granted, I am obviously not plus. I mean, I am plus size, but I'm not skinny. So I had a moment of clarity there for a minute. So, I am not, obviously healthy as I could be. And I deal with not only that, but I deal with a lot of ailments. I deal with POTS, I deal with fatigue, I deal with fibro, I deal with all these issues. So I have to, like, I need to start moving. I went to the cardiologist. My cardiologist said, okay, the type of POTS that I have is a type that may not rely too much on salt, but more of actual movement. So it's not so much as working out to lose weight. It's more of getting that movement of the blood flowing and circulation. So wearing compression socks helps, but they're pointless if you're not up moving around while you're wearing them. I am very sedentary. There's no reason for me to, I don't really go anywhere. There's no really reason for me to get up and move around that much. So unless I'm cleaning up something or I am going from one room to the next, but I really don't do a whole lot of movement. So, and I have no reason to. I mean, so I feel like I have to have a reason to do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So I asked for a deer run for Christmas. And I was shocked that I didn't get anything really else on my Christmas list, but I did get that deer run, and I was shocked because it was one of the bigger priced items that were on my list. I was kind of sad because I was really hoping I was really leaning. I wasn't thinking I was going to get that. I was really hoping I'd get the stuff from my office for so I can do my YouTube and everything in there, but instead I got the deer run. So And thankfully I got it from my daughter. She understood the assignment. My daughter is, this is their first year in college. She's first time she's having her own money, she did her own Christmas shopping without asking or having a relative to take her shopping or use the money from them. She did this on her own. So I'm grateful for that. Of course, she told me, she said, every time you use it, think of me. So, which I will. But I got it. I finally found a space for it in my room, and it's basically, I got it where there's no way I can fail this. It's literally next to my bed. I can literally go and just step on it and start walking. And if I feel like I'm gonna pass out, or if I feel off, or if I feel tired or whatever it is, I can just lay up on the bed. I can just lay down for a minute. You know what I mean? So I think there's no reason not to use it. Now, with that being said, they also have an app that they partner with. It's called PitPat, and I downloaded the app. I haven't really played with the app that much, but I have not actually got on my treadmill. What the thing though, I did notice though, I did stand on it. The beauty of this treadmill, I shouldn't even call it a treadmill. It's really just a walking pad, because it doesn't have the handlebars or nothing. But is that it actually, if you are a plus size person, when you go and step on a treadmill, you start hearing the plastic kind of cracking and stuff. You hear that. This treadmill does not do that. I stand on it. It's just me standing up on it's like just stand up on it. I don't hear the cracking, the movement, or the rubbing of the belt or nothing like that. So I'm like, all right, okay, so it's good. So it's gonna uphold, someone of size. Most of their treadmills go up to, I think the highest one I've seen that has been advertised went up to 400 or 450. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I think. And then I'm over here. I'm pushing almost 350 now, and I'm literally like, my goal right now, my short term goal right now is to get under 300 by my birthday. So let's hope that works. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but I'm putting that out there. So, but don't get mad at me, guys, if I don't reach it, or if I slack, or you see me sipping something unhealthy or eating something unhealthy. Don't judge me, please. So, but yeah, I got one of those. I'm probably gonna start it. Probably not this month, but definitely next month, because I use January as not a month to start doing, but it's a more of the January is usually a month that I use to clean out things, declutter, restock, reset up your life, like to undo what was done and make it new. That's the whole month of January. And not only that, also getting into a schedule. I have ended up, so I decided I have been using this month to clean. I went through all my clothes in my closet. I'm over looking at my dresser. I need to go through that. Which I'm really kind of sad to do it, because I waste so much skincare products and things and hair products that I buy thinking they're going to use, and I only used it once or twice, and then I didn't really use it again, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. So I don't want to pass it on to somebody else, because people want to accuse you if they break out, and no one's going to buy something that's been open, especially skincare products. I mean, it's kind of sketchy. So I felt bad, because I'm going to have to throw it out, but it doesn't mean no good to just sitting there. So, and my goal this year is minimalism. I am really trying to make every corner of this house very minimal. I'm trying to make it where it's 1, functional, 2, practical, and 3, minimal. So that is my goals. So I need to clean off my whole dresser, and it's one of those long dressers. So it's not like a chest, whatever it is. It's literally a long one. So it's just a bunch of junk all over it. I have got to go through, I already went through my clothes, so that's a start. And then I need to organize our laundry area. I have a whole front room of our house. It's a whole room of nothing but boxes stacked everywhere from back when we first moved in here and stuff like that. And we moved everything out of storage. It's been sitting there over a year now. So I need to kind of go through it all. So that's going to take me a hot minute. So, because once I get through with all those boxes and I move them out and I go through them all, everything that's in this room is going to be put in that room. All my furniture is going to be going there, because then we're going to start remodeling this room. The paint's going to be different. The ceiling's going to be different. The floor is going to be gone. It's going to be so much better. And hopefully by that point I'm hoping to get a new mattress, because I need one desperately. I have been babying it with a topper, but I just need a new one. But yeah, there's so many different things I got to get done. So, but in the meantime, I've also have been trying to get over, I was sick during Christmas, New Year's. It was horrible. It was a mess. I was on steroids. I was cough medicine, nasal decongestants. I had a horrible respiratory infection and then bronchitis. It was, yeah. So, needless to say, the last week or two that my daughter was home with us, I was sick. So, we really didn't really do a whole lot. But she was kind of sick a little bit, but she wasn't that bad. And she bounces back real quickly. So, the joy of being young and healthy. But yes, I also been telling you guys the true crime video that I was working on. I told you guys about it, that I started reading this book back in like October, and I'm gonna hopefully be completed it by the end of this week or next. And then I will end up, I'm gonna start putting things in order chronologically, how I want to get this whole thing going. How am I going to give it to you guys, and present it to you guys. So there's so many ways I can do this. I could do it in ways where I'm not on the camera talking, or I can do it half and half, where I'm on the camera talking, and other half I can use, I can use artwork and stuff like that, or whatever. But this book is so dense that when you listen to it on Audible, if you listen on Audible, it is over 20 hours long to listen. That's how thick it is, and that's how long it is. And so I've got to condense all that down, because I know you guys don't want 20 hours worth of fucking video. So I need to somehow figure out how to condense this down. My goal is to have it under. I don't know if I want to make me break it up, and maybe I can do a part 1 and a part 2, or if I want to do it where this book is broken up into 4 parts. But I don't want to do it that way, because I think a lot of it could be omitted. I just want to give you all, not just the basics, but give you all the history, what happened, and then what happened after the aftermath. So I'm going to have to sit down and actually finally do it. I'm actually going to dust off the good old laptop that I have and clean it up, and I can sit up in bed and start typing and getting my papers together, because I have a good old whiteboard over there. If you guys not see that whiteboard right there, you see this whiteboard? That is nothing but my notes from this book. It has been sitting on there in this whiteboard. I'm tired of looking at it, but it's there to remind me to stay focused and get this done. So I know you guys are anticipating it. I know you're probably calling my bluff, thinking she's never going to finish it and never going to put it out there. I am trying to do it good. I'm trying as best as I can. Not only get the story and everything great, but also get the quality, the editing, all that comes up to it. So my goal is this month is to start actually putting it in order, like storyboard order, how I'm going to do this. Then next month, starting in February, I can start actually looking into starting to record and putting how I'm going to, say how I'm going to say. And then before the end of February, if I stay on top of things, February or March, I will have it finally released. If I break it in parts, at minimum, you'll have the first part. The second part won't be far behind it. I prefer to do it if it's going to be longer than 2 hours, I want to break it up in parts because I don't see anybody sitting here listening on YouTube unless you can just listen to it. You don't really have to watch it, but if you just want to listen to it, that's fine too. This could easily be also a podcast style type of story I can tell you guys about. I do have an account on Podbean. I've only put one story out there. It was a cult with I think it was like Love is One or something like that cult. It was like 9 hours long. I did that podcast already. But I don't know if I'm going to go stick with that company or not. So I don't know if I'm going to do the podcast thing or not. I can easily probably get away with doing it because the way I talk, I can do it. And I have more presence when I do talk and how to get things across and keep going. But at the same time, I can also obviously do. I still like my YouTube channel, and I want to make it more than just me blogging about my life and my mental health and things like that. Because it seems like I have more videos about me, just my everyday self, than what I wanted my YouTube channel to actually convey. So I want to actually bring you actual, work, so actually something a little bit more entertainment value than just me. So yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. So I have not abandoned it. I have not forgotten about it. I have just been trying to tie up the ends and then getting other things done at the same time. Meanwhile, I also tried to I put a lot of things off by spending time with my daughter while she was home from college, over the winter break. So now that she's gone back, and now I can get back into a swing of things. On another note, I have been going back and forth deciding on what kind of anxiety meds I've been dealing with my psychiatrist at the moment. I feel like she's kind of given up on me in a way. I'm hoping she hasn't, but I don't blame her if she has, because I've exhausted a whole list of different medications, and they all either have really bad side effects for me, or the side effects don't outweigh the benefit of it, if that makes sense. The benefit doesn't outweigh the side effects. There we go. Okay, well, you know what I mean. So, I don't know. And I have gotten to the point where the only thing that seems to be helping me really is my diazepam. And diazepam is such a draconian medication for anxieties, and it calms you down and stuff. I just still have to watch it though, because it can also lower blood pressure. It can also, because it gives you more of a sedated fix, that I have to watch it, because over time I could get to the point where it won't work anymore on me. It's not meant for long term, but also, it's one of those things where I'm thinking, well, how much can I take in a day, which is the max, and could I take it every day? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to figure out, trying to get answers from her, but she seems to be either preoccupied with, because she's overwhelmed with other patients, or she's kind of throwing her hands up like a toss. I know she prescribed a new medication for me to start. I was supposed to start it over the break, but I got sick and I was on other medications, and I didn't want to introduce something new if I didn't know if I had a side effect. Was it because I was sick, or it was this new medication? I didn't want things to counteract, and it was too much. I was taking more medicine than I was eating, so it was like, so I put it off. I did hit the medicine. I did get it filled, but I never started it. Now, she told me, well, it's up to me if I want to start it. If I want to take it, I can take it. If I don't want to, she's also telling me that, that diazepam can be, you can get dependent on it, so it's not meant to be long term. That's why she has to monitor me and all this stuff, and how much am I taking a day. I don't know. I guess I'm going to start just taking maybe it once a day, and then see how I feel, and if I feel like I need a second one, maybe twice a day, and then go from there. It's really low dose, so I don't see a big issue about it. I mean, this is I know her and I really didn't get along too well, anyways. From the get go, she had a little bit of an attitude, if you know what I mean. I just think that she just like, I don't know, she just overwhelmed with so many patients. I got her through Talkiatry. Talkiatry is, I went through them because they took my insurance. And I thought, and their scheduling seemed good, and I thought I'd try it. I think she's like the second or third doctor I went through them, and I'm not feeling it. But I'm also not feeling like I don't really want to start over with a whole nother doctor and go through all the meds again. So I'm to the point where it's like, what do I do? You know, my current therapist, I love her to death, but she doesn't prescribe medications. But I still love to talk to her every week. I talk to her once a week for an hour, and I love her. I mean, she's great. It's like talking to a friend. And she checks in and keeps me grounded, and I do like that. And she's very flexible. Like if I wake up that morning and I'm like, I'm not feeling it, she's cool with it. You know, she's cool. She's like, hey, we can just talk, you know, tomorrow or the next day or whatever. You know, just let me know, which, you know, maybe we can talk next week. And she's been perfectly fine with it. So I don't know. I wish I could find a psychiatrist that's similar to her. Then I'd be okay. Um, I think my ailments are a cross between anxiety, and actual physical problems I got going on, but I can't find the doctors to run either the right test, or they're not running the test they're running is not the, like, it's coming back as, oh, it's normal, but the test was only like a couple seconds long. So I don't know. I'm I'm hoping that maybe I could, if I need to take the diazepam, I could take it. I do have hydroxyzine, which is also, people call it a glorified Benadryl. I can take that if needed, but on top of that, I do need to drink my warm waters, drink my salt waters. I do need to start wearing my compression socks more. I need to do more movement. Maybe if I could do that, maybe eat some of the right foods. You know, de-stress a little bit. You know, do some journaling. You know, things like that. Maybe it will calm some of these issues that's going on. Um, I don't know. So, with that being said, though, guys, I mean, this is what I've been dealing with. This is what's going on. This is an update, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. I guess an update. Again, I did so many updates, but I guess an update, you know. I'm trying to think what else that I, explain to you guys if you're interested. But yeah, I am also, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, speaking of me, get on the walking pad and stuff like that. I also signed up with the Mayo Clinic diet, I think it's called. If Mayo Clinic is very old. I mean, they are an actual clinic. They're supposed to be backed by doctors and so forth. Apparently, they have a diet program as well for your health. Again, like I said, I'm not getting paid to say all this stuff, but I am just saying, though, I just recently signed up for them. I'm not going to actually start it till probably either later this month or beginning of next month. But I went ahead and paid for the month, but so I can kind of log into the app and kind of get a look around and see for it. One thing, see, I've tried Weight Watchers in the past. Weight Watchers was affordable, yes. They do if you do like your 10-month commitment, it's only like, I think it was like $10 or $20 or whatever a month. But it's a commitment, which means that even if you're not using it, you can't cancel it. You still have to pay the remaining months that you owe. That's why they're giving you a cheaper rate every month, because they're expecting you to stay with them for that time period. So I tried Weight Watchers off and on over the last several years, and each time they revamp their program or whatever it is. And only thing I don't like about Weight Watchers, really honestly, with them, is that you have to actually input every little thing you do, and you have to make sure that and a lot of the things that are in their databases may not be the same as what you input, Like you can type in a certain brands or whatever it is, especially store brands may not be listed, and then you have to type in, and then if it's not there, you're gonna have to fill in whatever's on the nutritional chart. You know, how many carbs are in it, how many saturated fat, how much this and that is in it, and how much servings are you using. And I mean, their point system, it can vary, and it's, to me, it varies too. The variation is too wide for error. So I really didn't have that big of a, you know, outcome with them. And then Noom is more psychology. It's more of a, you're reading a lot of things, you're reading articles, and I really didn't care for that. So what Mayo Clinic I like is that you're actually given a shopping list. You go buy the said foods and they give you the recipes and you make it. You don't have to input anything, you don't have to do anything, there's no guesswork in it, and it costs the same price. It's like $20 a month. I think that's good. But anyways, guys, so wish me luck on that one. Wish me luck on the deer run, and wish me luck on my health. And I guess that's it. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's. I hope you guys stick with me. Continue to stay subscribed. I'm working on the videos. I'm working on things. I'm getting things done. Don't give up on me yet, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell because you never know when I'll put in a video out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for your support. Bye.